Hello everyone. Today I'm going to present to you all my personal favorite reveals that Nintendo has made this year. This video is going to be kind of similar to the tier list video that I made last year, but it's going to be kind of shorter because I'm only going to put a few of the highlights that I liked, as well as big highlights of the year in general. This video is going to be unscripted, but I'm going to give my personal thoughts on the games, and I'll try not to go on a tangent, but if it happens, then I'll just probably edit it out. But without further ado, let's begin. So first off, we have The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD. The beautiful Zelda game that has so many fans split. Say what you will about this game, there's no doubt that this is a better version of the original. Except maybe for the golden Wiimote. F in the chat. With more control options, HD graphics, and even more life improvements added, this is worth the buy, and it's overall better than the original. It may not be a Wind Waker or a Twilight Princess, but it's still very important to the Zelda canon, and it's where the timeline started, so here you go. Next is Mario Party Superstars. Now, I don't really have that much to say about this one, except that it's the best minigames out of all of the Mario parties, and overall, how could you go wrong with that? Like, the best of the best. Except Mario Party at the top 100. We don't talk about that. We really don't talk about that. Okay. But yeah, this game is everything that you could want in a Mario Party game. Now, some of the minigames are not as good as the originals, according to some people might argue, but it is still a really fun game, and it's fun to play with friends, and even if you're playing alone, this game is still a good time. Also, as a side note, that peach cake stage has no right to look that delicious. Ooh, mysterious aura has entered the chat. Now, I hope you guys are ready for this, because here we're getting into the good stuff. Alright, Metroid Red. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you and tell you that I've played Metroid or am a huge Metroid fan or anything like that, because I'm really not. But this game has power. Like, I still haven't played it, but Metroid has been like this series that has been kind of neglected by Nintendo, and overall, any resurgence of any series is good because it's just so many series have been neglected for these past few years, and it's just really nice to finally see a series like Metroid finally get a game like, what, 19 years after? 20 years? About to be 20? And this just feels so good when the series finally comes back. So yeah, Metroid Dread, from what I've seen and from what I've heard from many people, this is a really good game and a solid game. So if you're going to pick up a game and it's kind of like a maze game, this is worth it. This is absolutely worth it. And I've heard so many positive things about this game. However, what makes me the most excited about this game is that it's an actual sequel. Like, it's no remake. It's like an actual full-on continuation of the Metroid series. And this series has been like dead forever. So what this makes me feel is like, maybe this is a bit of a stretch, but like it could revive some other series. Like, how long have you heard F-Zero fans begging for an F-Zero game? Or Mother fans begging for a new Earthbound game or something like that? Like, I've been seeing so many resurgence in games, and it's just so cool, and that's why I'm so excited. Sorry, I went kind of off there, didn't I? Alright. So, I have to talk about Kirby now. This new Kirby game looks insane. Like, Kirby Star Allies, I'm not sure. I know that there were some downs to that, but I'm just a simple Kirby fan. Like, I love anything Kirby. I remember when I was like 10, when I just got into Kirby, I just was everything Kirby. I even made my siblings obsessed with Kirby a little bit at the time. And yeah, it's kind of cringe, but overall, Kirby's just such a beautiful series. It has beautiful graphics, and Kirby as a concept is just nice. It's fun to play a Kirby game, and seeing this 3D Kirby game, full on 3D, is so nice. Like, I know Kirby Air Ride and many others like Kirby's Blowout Blast and on the 3DS exist, but this game just looks beautiful and gorgeous, and I'm just so excited to play this. Like, all of the visuals and everything, and the playstyle, the abilities, all of this in 3D. It's like a new age of Kirby is coming. It's just so beautiful. Regardless on whether this is the same lore or the new lore, I'm always down to see Kirby battle some of the most unholy beings. Like monkeys, apparently. As for Nintendo Switch Online, I am at least glad that they added Nintendo 64 games, even though the price is pretty questionable. Yeah, that needs to be fixed. That something about the service needs to be fixed, but at least they are adding stuff. So, Ah yes, and we cannot forget this was the year that we actually got the Mario movie. I mean, we didn't get it, but it got announced. And how could we forget that iconic moment of Miyamoto just coming on stage, just saying, "Hello everybody," and then presenting all of the things that he's been working on, and that Illumination Studios is coming. And that glorious moment where a familiar face comes up, an actor, the handsome actor, Chris Pratt. How could we forget that? Like, that's actually crazy. Like, that has never been done in a Nintendo Direct. Who knows if it's gonna be done in the future? But man, Chris Pratt. Sheesh. And that is all I have for this video. Now, what do you guys think? Do you think I missed out on some games that you guys love? Or just write in the comments what game you really love, or do you actually agree with me? Because I'd really love to know what you guys think about Nintendo and any games that they make, and your opinion on what should be their future, what games do you love, all that stuff. So just comment that below, like the video if you really enjoyed it, and that's it. Take care, my amigos, and adios.